Top, here we go. Yo, while I tell the shit's going down, the opening statements from the prosecutor was actually really interesting. There's a whole long, stretch of it. We're gonna try to skip through it a bit, but let's get to the meat and potatoes. This is what. And by the way, if you don't remember the male prosecutor, this is a guy who I thought would have really. If this guy stayed on this shit, I think Thug would have went to jail. Facts. Listen to how he talks about Thug. This is in pre-trial and bond hearings.
That you see the shadow in the back of the room. He's the one directing traffic. He is the one they're all afraid of. He's the one that's king slime. He's pulling the shots. He is the most dangerous of the 28, Judge. And I implore you not to grant him a bond. He is dangerous. The setup they've given to you is actually going to be less controlled, not more. That you see the shadow in the...
All right, nah, this dude, he was on time, and I ain't even gonna lie to you. Now, anyway, he got a job, and he went somewhere else, and the new prosecutor ends up being her. And this was part of the opening statements. Here we go.
12 hours after shooting and killing 19-year-old Jamari Holmes, the evidence will show that Rodelius Ryan could say, I bet I make the news. Rodelius Ryan posts on his Instagram account, I bet YSL makes the news. The evidence will show that in posting about YSL as it related to his flagrant, overt act of extreme violence, Rodelius Ryan was agreeing to and attempting to participate in YSL through this illegal activity. He was promoting the game. He was 12 hours after.
Okay, so that was part of the opening statements by the prosecutor. Eventually, Young Thug's lawyer got to give their opening statements, and this was part of their opening statements. Here's the thing about, by the way, remember I told you he's like one of the top 3 attorneys in Georgia, right? There's like really 3 of them. They actually say he's kind of like number 1, but like his name is Brian Steele. He's been Young Thug's lawyer for a long time. The other one is George Sado. I don't know, that's the last name. That was Gunna's lawyer. So he's not really going to be in this process. And there's another one. I forgot what his name is. Anyway, Brian Steele is the one who's supposed to, like, he's supposed to be the Johnny Cochran of this whole thing to really get Young Thug sprung free from this whole thing. This was his opening statement. And in his opening statement, he's trying to put a picture to the jury of who Young Thug is. And obviously, you got to remember the pseudonym of Jeffrey Williams, right, is Young Thug. They're trying to give, okay, this is what his nickname means. They're saying Young Thug is a nickname or a rap name, and he came up with a acronym for what thug means. You know, usually when you hear thug, you think of a delinquent motherfucker. Listen to how he explains it.
But to Jeffrey, thug had a different meaning. Now, some of you read books about Tupac and what it meant to be thug life. Thug life, the hate you give little infants, F's, everyone. Meaning discrimination and racism hurts all of us. We teach that to our kids. That was not what thug meant to Jeffrey. Thug meant and means to Jeffrey something very personal. It was his path. If he could ever make it as a musical artist and help his family, himself, and his many others out of this endless cycle of hopelessness, he would be truly humble under God That's what thug means.
So they're saying thug means truly humbled under God. T-H-U-G. Will that play well in court? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how the jury looks. I don't know if some of them are familiar with certain type of, slang or colloquialism. But that's a hard sell if you ask me. By the way, the prosecutor is actively calling Young Thug King Slime. So they're already painting a picture. They're painting a picture of calling Young Thug the person that everybody needs approval from for crimes and the boss. So they're calling him King Slime. So it's kind of like trivial at this point where, it's still early. But Young Thug's lawyer trying to say his name, Young Thug. Thug means truly humbled under God. So Young Thug actually meant young, truly humbled under God. I don't know if he thought about that off the cuff or he probably did thought about that like before they came to trial. But go on. I don't know if anyone will buy it. Couple other things that's kind of going on. Let's go to Law and Crimes real quick. We're going to give you the updates. And by the way, as time goes on, we're going to be covering really more intricately on what's going on. Today was just a day we got to cover a bunch of other stuff. So here we go. Okay, that's the Thug trials going on. Let's see if we could. We're going to go into a little piece of it yesterday.
Because it's intentional misconduct. That's my motion.
All right.
And I'd like...
So basically, Young Thug's team, as soon as opening statements start, they try to file a motion for mistrial. Now, motion for mistrial means this current trial should be dismissed, and it's then upon the prosecutor if they wish to start this entire process over again, which, by the way, it's been like a year and a half since, or a year and a quarter, I guess, since this whole thing started. So maybe the prosecutor will be like, nah, we're not about to take it back to trial. So trying to get a mistrial charge is very important. But let me see why. I forgot why they went for mistrial. Here we go. So here he's trying to get the motion for mistrial.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Your Honor, last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago...
Oh, okay, I think I remember. So in the state's opening statement, so the state is, these two women, but like she's the woman who's talking right here in the state. So the prosecutor, they had some slides. And what happens is, obviously when you're facing a case, you have to get discovery. So discovery means you have to have all the evidence that the prosecutor plans to use against you in court. Apparently, some of the slides that she planned to use in court, she did not turn over to the defense, and they're saying that because they weren't armed with some of those slides, this should be a mistrial.
You ordered the parties to share all of their displays in opening statement to the others so we don't have to have these interruptions. I did that. The state shared with me 4 attachments. That's all they had. That's what I got. What you just saw on your screen, if you don't remember, I'll ask the state to put it up and I asked for it to be marked as exhibit, is what you already excluded. It states that Mr. Ryan was convicted of murder and I represent the co-defendant who's not on trial on the appeal. How did that not get sent to me so I could bring it to this honorable court's attention? 1. And 2, how do we just violate court orders? So, yes, I have a serious motion for a mistrial because it's intentional misconduct. That's my motion.
All right.
And I'd like the screenshot to be captured for Mr. Weaver to put in the record.
I'll admit it is next.
So it was 2 things why they're doing that, right? Basically, Brian Steele is known in the Atlanta community. Also, not only is he only representing Young Thug, he's representing other people who's also on trial as well, but he's representing them on other situations. So basically, because the state is bringing up that he represented some other defendants on their appeals and stuff like that, again, this could be a conflict of interest matter, and he's saying this should have been brought up before, that he could deal with it or they could talk it out before it gets to now trial, because now the jury's now thinking, or the jury would think, well, if this one lawyer is representing all of them, maybe they are all, or because you gotta remember, everybody has supposed to have their own lawyer, or else it's pretty easy that the jury is gonna think, oh, if y'all all got the same lawyer, of course y'all are a fucking gang, y'all are a team, y'all are in cahoots, right?
Court exhibit in order of the state's presentation anyway. So, all right. So that'll be court one for purposes of the trial. So, Ms. Love, what's your response to Mr. Steele's assertion about Mr. Ryan?
As it relates to Mr. Ryan and the exhibits that the state intended to play and to display for the jury, I sent to Mr. Steele and everyone else the pictures and the photographs that I expected to use. As it relates to the slide to which Mr. Steele...
Okay, so basically, obviously, mistrial wasn't granted.
I have the...
Or is still being considered.
Presented by Brian Steele. So we can leave that for the time being. Leave it for the time being because it is what was it was up. I'm going to deny the motion for mistrial, Mr. Steele, but I will go ahead and give a curative instruction to our jurors at this point in time. So,
Your Honor, I'm supposed to ask for...
Okay, so this is going to be a really slowed down. You know how we watched the YNW Melly trial in a little bit, and Melly's lawyers try to object to everything, and they were basically just citing a bunch of procedural errors, and they were basically trying to use that to their advantage to say, yo, we should just fucking end this shit because this is bullshit, right? Well, what's happening here is that you not only have Young Thug's lawyers trying to do that, you have like 5 other lawyers trying to do that. And they're all trying to make sure that they could fuck up all of these situations that this shit doesn't go that far. Okay? Obviously, a mistrial could mean that they could file it again, but at least, perhaps they could have a better chance to get bond if there is a mistrial. There hasn't been any egregious or violent acts on behalf of Young Thug, even though they claim he's the kingpin or whatever. And again, they almost want to exhaust the resources of the court, not only the court, but also the judicial system. Remember, there's certain type of legal defense attorneys, the ones that are assigned, that are basically saying, yo, we can't even afford to pay rent. We can't pay for food. We got to do OnlyFans and some other shit, which kind of almost hints that the state isn't paying enough or isn't doling out enough money for this trial to happen. So if they have to start it over again, not saying the state will go broke, but they might be like, yo, fuck it. We're either going to give pleas, or we're going to do some way to settle it, not paying twice the amount of money. Yes, even the judicial system and even the DA office have to consider budgets and things like that when they're thinking about trying cases or how hard they're going to go on any particular case, right? Obviously, most cases are solved by, solved by plea bargains and shit like that. But obviously, with Young Thug right now, he's not in the place to get plea bargain because they want him, right? So if they could get this to a mistrial, it would probably help his chance, right? Back to the Young Thug situation. The YSL case, Young Thug's attorney, Brian Steele, says his client did not invent slime. They're saying it came from Wayne. Ain't it snitching? What the fuck? Let's hear this. Okay, so this is Jewel Wicker. Shout out to you. Beautiful black woman that's covering this case. She says Steele spent a good amount of time focusing on social media posts and text messages obtained by the prosecutor. In one post, Thug says, YFN ain't like what you do for your mother kids. Is a wife, and if I ain't like what you do for your mother and kids, I would have been killed you. It was aimed at wife and Lucy, but still says years before that post was sent, Lucy claimed to be sleeping with Thug's fiance, which is true. And Thug's fiance, if you guys don't know, Jerica Carley. So wife and Lucy claimed that he slept with Jerica, and Young Thug loved this woman so much. And man, she do look good, right? Oh my God, look at her. Jesus Christ. Man, beautiful black man, lady queen. Anyway, he claimed he slept with her. Young Thug was mad. Young Thug kind of got into it with him. He said, but still says, okay, claim he slept with her. If Thug was King Slime, Lucci would have gotten away with making this claim for years. Steele asked. Oh, he says if Young Thug was King Slime, would have he? Oh, that's a dumb argument. Wow. Yo, hey chat. I'm gonna obviously after today's stream, it's my job to make sure I don't want to bore you with 10 hours of testimony and shit like that. I'm here to give y'all entertainment, right, and the right info. So I'm gonna watch all this shit. But on face value, that sounds stupid. If Young Thug's lawyer is saying, it's like saying, yo, if he was really El Chapo, wouldn't he just kill the people? Like, I mean, I guess, but that doesn't mean he's not, right? He's saying if Young Thug was King Slime, would Lucci have gotten away with making this claim for years? Well, if Lucci's also rich, has security, stays out the way, doesn't go around, where Young Thug could kind of get him easily like some other street thugs, yeah, he could get away with make that claim for years, even if Young Thug is King Slime. In another text, it says Young Thug says, YSL rule the world, kid. 24M on a nigga head. Y'all just start bringing me the money. And Steele says these are spliced together from several days and convos. He alluded the 24M reference wasn't a hit on someone, but a nod to Lil Uzi's face diamond. Okay. By the way, I do think the prosecutors are going to come into a little bit of problem with some of the things that they're alluding and trying to accuse Thug of, if those things could be attributed to just, random rap postings, right? Like, yo, I was talking about this nigga's diamond that was in his forehead. I wasn't threatening a nigga, right? Okay. By the way, salute to my man Bryson Boom Paul. He says, yo, Young Thug's attorney, Brian Steele, tells jury that YF and Lucci beefs with Young Thug because he's broke. And he's trying to attach himself to a bigger artist like Thug did to Tunchi. And he says, yo, we're back in court and Steele is continuing to go through social media posts. In one photo, the prosecutor alleged Thug is holding up a blood gang sign. Okay, so the prosecutor said he's throwing blood. And Brian Steele says, nah, it's actually a P. And it's a nod to Gunna's song, Pushin' P. It says, in reference to the word slime in another post, Steele says, Jeffrey did not invent slime. Slime comes from Jeffrey's idol, Lil Wayne. By the way, that sounds good, and this is why I'm saying it's sounding weak on... By the way, this whole case, depending on how you look at it, could look weak on both sides. You could be like, oh my God, they're relying on lyrics. It's weak on the prosecutor's side. But also, what we're going to have to say is, okay, you're going to say, oh no, he's just throwing P to support his friend that has a song called Pushin' P. Well, you do know there's going to be a gang expert. Remember that police officer also that was like really breaking shit down? You know they're going to take the stand. You know they're going to be like, yo, what is the term slime associated with? And it's going to be not rap shit, right? Like, again, it sounds good to just say, oh no, it came from Wayne. There's going to be gang experts and police officers and detectives up there who are going to say slime is actually something that's associated with a gang. We'll see, though. Okay. Let's see if we can find some more interesting pieces of information. Let's go back to Law and Crimes. Law and Crimes. Here we go. That's 3 days ago. No, that's mistrial shit. Okay. All right. We'll kind of, let me see. We'll kind of just get into this live stream. Here we go.
Ms. Love, are you prepared to, and Ms. Hilton, to make, I should say, start the presentation of evidence tomorrow morning?
Okay, so they're about to recess, okay? So cool. Ooh, oh, look at this part. Look at this part. He shot his mommy, so he no longer mentioned me. And obviously, that is at Wife and Lucci. Give me a second. I'm going to pull this bitch back up. Okay. Let me listen to some of these guys.
You know, as a former prosecutor, both of you, not anybody can just be a gang expert, because the courts are going to qualify them, the prosecutor is going to tear them apart, or the defense is going to tear them apart. So they have to have some level of extensive knowledge about gangs, gang activity.
Yeah, and I always like to fill this in when you look at the evidence rules, right? Because that's like the Bible as to what gets into evidence in a courtroom. An expert doesn't have to necessarily be a part of anything. They just have to have a specialized knowledge that's recognized by the court that gives them more knowledge than the average Ken, they call it, or average understanding of an individual. And it's up to the jury to make a decision as to whether or not that training and experience they have is worthy of belief or not worthy of belief. So you will see, it's a great question, because you will see attorneys cross-examine an expert to say, well, you were never in a gang, or you didn't do this, or you really don't have practical knowledge, you have book knowledge. So they get admitted as an expert.
The 8th of January, Kenneth Copeland is shooting. Sometimes a B, this one using X. Shoot. It's on his right chest area, and it's a B, and it's colored red. Jeffrey doesn't run away from the fact that he knows people who are in gangs from all sorts of gangs. He promotes himself through these people. He talks with these people. Just like Jeffrey, you'll find out, talks to heads of industries. He talks with everybody. He doesn't believe he's above anybody. It doesn't mean the fact that he talks with, or I talk with, or you talk with, or the prosecutor in the YSL criminal street gang and did engage directly or indirectly.
By the way, chat, it's clear that Brian Steele is going to be the main lead attorney, and that's going to be really important.
Murder World is one of Jeffrey's artists that he signed, he developed, he encouraged, and who made it. This person had a supposed, maybe it's real, supposed $24 million pink diamond and had it surgically implanted into his forehead.
Yo, this trial is going to be a fucking mess.
There is a photograph next to YSL Rule the World Kid, 24M on his head. There's a photograph. If you click on it, it is the rapper with the surgically implanted pink diamond in his forehead. The police bury this. The prosecution buries this. I will show it to you. Now, the evidence will show, they may say, oh, we're sorry. We made a mistake. There's no mistakes here. This is a big deal. This is a bill of indictment in Fulton County, Georgia in 2023.
Argument.
That is misrepresenting. You will learn. You will see it. It has nothing to do with put a contract on someone's life.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. Yo, I love this nigga, man. This nigga, like he be like dedicated, like, yeah, he got nothing to do with that.
That's the evidence that's coming at you. You'll start, bring me the money. Y'all, and stop playing with me.
Okay, and here we go. This is the first time state stopping the defense's opening statement helped or hurt them?
Well, I think it.
So people come in the typical car and drive like the lyrics. Before Jeffrey, after Jeffrey. Because you're not going to get experts from different jurisdictions, from different types of teachings, from different learnings, from different thoughts. Your 5 gang experts in this case from the District Attorney's Office of Fulton County all work together in the City of Atlanta Police Department. Those are your 5 gang experts. They teach each other. They talk to each other. They decide what the rules are. None of them gave a report. It's just they know it because they are control. Years, because that's something called a statute of limitation. The Honorable Court will charge you on that. But that's the next count is count 62. That Mr. Arnold, Mr. Kendrick, and Jeffrey were in possession of a machine gun, Glock 45 firearm with a converter switch, extended magazine, during the commission or attempted commission of participation in criminal street gang activity, possession of marijuana with intent to distribute, possession of cocaine with intent to distribute, possession of cocaine, as alleged in count 57, 58, 59, and 60. You will hear zero evidence that Jeffrey ever touched a gun with a converter. You will hear zero evidence. This is a knowledge. You have to know. We don't trick people. You have to know that the gun is transferred into an illegal machine gun. You'll hear zero evidence that Jeffrey had anything to do with that gun. The purchase of it, the possession of it, even knew it was in the house. Knew that it was a machine gun. That's the count. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the indictment against Jeffrey Luna. That was everything. I saw Jeffrey Williams at the McDonald's on Cleveland Avenue. Saw him with
This is about to murder a nut.
all these other people. And then I followed him to his home at 8 o'clock at night. There are videos at the McDonald's. They don't have any video. They never bother to get any video. We can try. But we have phone records. And phone records can show that they're not GPS. This is not like you're within 5 feet of the cell.
All right.
Forehead. There is a photograph next to YSL Rule the World Kid, 24M on an N's head. There's a photograph. If you click
Oh, this is them talking about Uzi.
it is the rapper with the surgically implanted pink diamond in his forehead. The police bury this. The prosecution buries this. I will show it to you. Now, the evidence will show, they may say, oh, it's on. We made mistakes. There's no mistakes here. This is a big deal. This is a bill of indictment in Fulton County, Georgia in 2023.
Your Honor, argument.
That is misrepresenting. You will learn. You will see it. It has nothing to do with put a contract on someone's life. That's the evidence that's coming at you. You'll start, bring me the money. Y'all, and stop playing with me. When you read, this is a long chat. These people are struggling. Trantavia Stevens is struggling. He's sharing a home with other people. They're trying to pay rent. They're working jobs. These are hard jobs to work. They're trying to save money, trying to eat, trying to take care of their kids. And Trantavia Stevens is in the chat saying, I paid the rent last month. Jeffrey doesn't live with these people. He's just included in the chat. He's hardly on these chats. And Trantavia Stevens is complaining. And he's saying, give me the money for the rent. We gotta pay the rent. I paid it last month. Everyone's supposed to put the money on the stove, in the kitchen. No, I'm doing what you said you do. We live together. And Jeffrey said, y'all start to bring me your money. I'll pay the rent. Y'all stop playing. That's the overdose. That's furthering this conspiracy. That's what they did to that man. The next overt act is May 13th of 2021. This is the chat. It's again, these are the personal conversations not supposed to be seen. These are not released on social media. It's like a wiretap. This is supposed to be between these people. And it's Mr. Martinez Arnold, who, by the way, is a Crip. He's in YSL.
Yo, chat, this is so funny because Young Thug's lawyer is saying Young Thug is just a regular law-abiding citizen. As a matter of fact, Thug stands for truly humbled under God. He does no gang activity. He's not like Slime. He don't even know what that is. Slime was made up by Lil Wayne. But another nigga, Martinez Arnold, oh, he's a Crip. He's a Crip. He's a Crip.
Crips are blue, but that's why it's a hybrid gang. Everything moves to make it fit Jeffrey. Now it's a YSL gang that's hybrid. Martinez Arnold, Miles Farley, Quantavious Greer, that's Jeffrey's brother. Wani Lee, you just learned about him, he's an up-and-coming rapper, signed to another label. Jeffrey's promoting his career. He's not even signed to Jeffrey's label. Jeffrey's promoting him. Quantavious Stevens, you learned about him, grew up with Jeffrey. Antonio Sumlin and Jeffrey. And it's May 13, 2021. And Jeffrey wrote, y'all ain't beat him up or shot him yet. Y'all ends getting soft. Well, that sounds bad. But what you will learn is the conversation was about Quantavious Stevens complaining to another person who's in that chat. That other person tried to sleep with Quantavious Stevens' girlfriend. And the other person told Quantavious Stevens' girlfriend, Quantavious Stevens is cheating on you with another girl. And Quantavious Stevens and this other man are leveling each other over this chat. And they're going back and forth, and this goes on a long time.
Hey, chat, if you paying a lawyer millions of dollars, man, you want your lawyer to lie like this. This is how I want my lawyer to lie. Who, Akademiks? Man, that nigga never ate a cheeseburger in his life. What the fuck is you talking about? Wait, Akademiks? Bro, that nigga don't eat no oxtail, no curry goat, no jerk chicken, he don't eat none of that. Like, what you talking about right now? Feel me? That's what my lawyer got to say.
And Jeffrey, they're acting like kids. And Jeffrey wrote, y'all ain't beat him up or shot him yet. Y'all getting soft. He's talking to people that he tries to help and that he's known all his life. That is the overt act. He is totally taking to mislead you. I will present the evidence. And there's no apology accepted when they say, oh, yeah, we were out of context, we made a mistake. There's no mistake here.
Yo, chat, we don't even got to listen to this whole testimony, but listen, we're going to get a lot more into this. Chat, here's my thing. Something has to make sense because you got to be a complete idiot for somebody to spit in the air, and for when it hits your face, you'd be like, oh my God, that's rain. It's a thunderstorm. You want shit to make sense, even if people are lying to you. And the whole, at least from what I've heard so far from Brian Steele, if Young Thug is not involved with nothing, why does he conveniently pop up when things seem to be happening? Or why is he called King Slime and a bunch of other things? And why is he important to so many other things? Something has to make sense. And I'm pretty sure they have a plan for that. Right now, we haven't seen it. But right now, they're basically trying to just put out, yo, Young Thug got nothing to do with nothing. He's just an artist. He's caring about the music business. Hey, if you heard him say something that's gang affiliated, he learned it from another rapper. Hey, you heard him throw up a blood sign. No, he's actually throwing up like something to support his guy. Like he's pushing P or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? And that's actually, bro, I don't know if anyone wants to believe that, but that's crazy if you ask me. So I don't know how he's going to win this case with that being a demeanor, knowing that the prosecutor is going to come with some real shit. Prosecutor is going to come with a cooperant, which is YSL Woody. By the way, I don't know if I have the timestamps, but he does talk about, because did I post this? I don't know if I posted this. Essentially, the prosecutor said that a YSL member will testify So a YSL member will be testifying, and their testimony is going to be breaking down the inner structure of how the gang is. Everybody think it's YSL Woody. Let me see if I could. Yo, this is yo, chat. If we talk about cap, yo, his lawyer went up in this bitch capping like hell. And I got to be honest with you, when you cap too much, like, people are stupid, but they ain't that stupid. Like, for example, look at this. I'm gonna post it and we can watch it. I posted okay, yeah. So this is Young Thug's lawyer explaining where YSL came from. And again, we just have to be honest. Think like you're a juror member. You're not brain dead, right? It's not like you're trying to make these guys innocent and you're looking for every excuse so you're going to believe everything. Would you believe this?
When Jeffrey,
Here we go.
YSL, when Jeffrey was coming up and making it, Lil Wayne had and repped, talked about Cash Money Records. That's his label. Jeffrey's friends in Cleveland Avenue, they call themselves YSL. Because on the pants, the tight-fitting pants, the women's pants that they're wearing, it says YSL.
Yo, the street gang y'all think are killing people. The reason why they call themselves YSL is because they wear women pants that happen to be YSL. Bruh. If you on a jury and you believe all this shit, man, come on.
Yves Saint Laurent. That's where that comes from. YSL, when Jeffrey was coming up and making it, Lil Wayne had and repped, talked about Cash Money Records. That's his label. Jeffrey's friends in Cleveland Avenue, they call themselves YSL. Because on the pants, the tight-fitting pants, the women's pants that they're wearing, it says YSL, Yves Saint Laurent. That's where that comes from.
Yo, the cap didn't stop there. Yo, nah, if you thought that was bad, this is worse. Yo, chat. Yo, y'all hurry up and post. Chat, if you thought that was bad, this is 10 times worse. Yo, Young Thug's lawyer trying to tell the people, they say, yo, pushing P? Yo, pushing P means pushing positivity. Nah, this is crazy, chat. Nah, this is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, this is good. I ain't gonna lie. This is good. Chat, this is good. Check this out, chat. You gotta check this out. Nah, this is great. This is amazing. What's this?
And Jeffrey releases this. It's on Jeffrey's Instagram account. And the prosecution is targeting, that's Jeffrey taking a selfie in the mirror, and he has his hand up, and the indictment that the prosecution had the grand jury return says he's holding up a blood sign, and that furthers this conspiracy. There's nothing wrong with holding up a blood sign, but that's not a blood sign.
What is it?
Blood sign's like this. It looks like a B. That is a P. Jeffrey's fingers are down. And what you'll learn is that Jeffrey just released with Sergio Kitchens, performer known as Gunna, a song that is wildly popular. It's around the globe. It's called Pushing P. And it's positivity. It means any circumstance you're in, if you think positively about something, you can make it through. You're pushing positivity. You're pushing P. Jeffrey is showing the P. It's not a P. But that became, from the district attorney's office in Fulton County, from the City of Atlanta Police Department, a reason that furthers this supposed conspiracy.
Yo, chat. I'm done. Yo, Yo, he not pushing P. Yo, pushing P means he's pushing positivity. Nah, Chad, this is too good.
That's the evidence that they're showing you. 2022.
Chad, hold on. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo, their entire strategy is let's just cap it up. Hold on. Let me see if I can find another one. Let me see if I can find one. Nah, this is good. This is too fucking good. So, Young Thug, the thug means truly humbled under God. YSL means Yves Saint Laurent, but it's the clothing line, but for the women's brand, because the niggas that's on Believe It Ave like wearing women's clothing. And wait, pushing P? It's pushing positivity. Nah, this is good. Nah, this is too fucking good, chat. Nah, this is too good. This is too good. I'm wondering who talked about... Yo, who talked about this strategy before they went with it? Hold on. I'm about to also post the start of his statement. Here we go. Nah, this is crazy, chat. This is crazy. Holy. Chat, how's it looking so... You know what's so crazy? I think we could probably Google here, Young Thug pushing P. We probably have an explanation from him somewhere in the interview where he explains what pushing P is, right? Don't we? Oh my sweet Jesus. Somebody says you said the lawyer is a Hall of Fame defendant? Thug did not okay this. Look, Gunna pushing P with Young Thug. Polo G, Quavo, 1000 Band Phony, and Lotto at Jewelry Unlimited. Wait. Hold on. This is all the prosecutor got to do. They said it's pushing positivity. Let's see what Gunna claimed to us.
That's P. But like fucking your partner like main bitch, that ain't P.
That ain't P.
Is that I'm having P's right here. Is that fucking your partner main bitch, is that P?
That ain't P.
Never see. No, sir. That ain't P. That ain't we push a P. That ain't P. You see a lady at the door, bro. Hold the door for the lady, bro. That's P, bro. We push a P. You feel me? I ain't too tough arguing with my partner about no money, like we ain't going back and forth. That ain't P. Arguing with your partner about money and doing little suck shit like that, like trying to act richer than your partner, like that ain't P. That ain't P.
That ain't P.
We're not doing that. We pushing P's, like we pushing.
Imagine if Gunna show up to court and be like, and to start snitching, be like, nigga, fuck out of here. Pushing P ain't pushing positivity. Keeping it P is keeping it player.
P. You feel me? Like, niggas ain't really P, bro. Like, you can be kicking P, like, if you in some shit and it's rented, like, that's kicking P. You feel me? You kicking P. But when you buy this shit and you own it, like, you really pushing P, like, you spending your hard earns, like, you pushing it, like, I'm standing on this shit, like, I'm spending millions on this shit, like, I'm pushing P. So, you gotta know, like, the pushing P, like, you gotta know the pushing P of it. You feel me? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, man. Yo, chat. Hey. Yo, my analysis of, I think it's like day 2 or day 3 right now. My analysis of this opening statement, yo, Brian Steele, I love you, brother. But yeah, they gave you a hard task, nigga. You can't cap this one out. Bro, only a fucking idiot gonna believe that Young Thug, the thug meant. Yo, you gotta realize, you have to defend not only him calling himself Young Thug, him rapping, yo, I shot at his mommy so he don't mention me. Let me see if I can find that I could probably find that lyric. Let me see. I think they might have mentioned it. Here we go.
and holding up his fingers, his YSL, until we're dead and hell. That's the overdose. That's driving this conspiracy. The next is August 8th of 2019.
Here's a picture of
You will
Gunna
see
and Thug.
images on the internet, children singing songs, sliding, 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 sliding. People say, "What's up, slide? What's up, slime?" That's what's being criminalized. That's the overhead. The next one becomes lyrics. Now, I separated these to just group them together, but these are songs. Some of them Jeffrey performed, some of them he didn't perform these lyrics. Some of them, the lyrics got changed. He doesn't write them down. The prosecution did not have the lyric find them. They went out and they did a database. And they searched all of Jeffrey's Instagram, all of his Facebook, all of his lyrics, to try to find any mention of bloods, the color red, drive-by shooting, a Tahoe, killings, 12, drugs. They searched for it. These are not confessions.
Yo, chat, this is crazy. Hey, yo, straight Aight, thank you for the 5 on YouTube. You say, yo, bro, slime means my road dog, or I got over on him. That's why I wipe my nose. Yo, Israel, thank you for the £5. You say, yo, Thug sounds like trying hard to underplay guilt. That's what Thug sound like, right? It says trying hard to underplay guilt. Jimmy Robinson, thank you for the 5 and say, yo, you need to reach out to Milagro. That would be dope for y'all to collaborate. Now, of course, you know I fuck with Milagro. Milagro got into it with Joe recently, yo. She didn't like what Joe said. Yo, Joe, why you fucking with Milagro like that? He said, talk about Trenches News. We ain't even get there yet, chat. Somebody says, what the fuck is this? Somebody says, hey guys, Saucy Santana got the hold of my back and blew it. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? A nigga named Saucy Bent me sent some shit in. What the fuck? A nigga said Axe Sotomayor, and someone said talk that talk. Someone said okay, all right, people. And then some people says Adam doesn't care, he's a sociopath. Police might come for him for starting gang violence, though. Yeah, I think Adam's starting gang violence. Someone said Adam went beyond his mark in victory. Yeah, I think Adam should chill. Unless he really hate them niggas. If you really hate them, keep it going. Okay. All right. Somebody says, yo, what we're missing with T.I. and Tiny is that basically T.I. was good for like, they're saying T.I. went 6 out of 7 with kids. They said one's a dickhead, the rest of them are good. Okay. All right. And Vitamin, thank you for letting me know that Benny was posting Freddie Gets Baby Mama. Okay. All right, cool. Jesus Christ.
This is not admissions. This is art. You will hear from the most prominent expert in hip-hop and rap. He will tell you that these words, the lyrics, they're common.
My boy Slum.
These are not unique and say, oh, that's the Donovan Thomas killing that Tahoe. Jeffrey sings about cars all the time. He names all different cars. They just pulled out the Tahoe. Drive-by shootings. These are common themes. This is, you will learn, studio gangsters.
Oh, shit. Yo, he said you gonna know Young Thug is a studio gangster. Yo, this is too good. Nah, this is too good. He says y'all gonna know Young Thug is a studio gangster. Nah, this is too funny, chat. This is too funny. Stop, bro. Oh my God. Damn.
They're in the studio. They are creating music for us to listen to.
If you go to the first one, that's April 20th, 2014. It's a song released on social media, a song called Ooh. Red just like Elmo, but I never effing give go. YFL won't fold, pick his A off the balcony. There's no evidence anyone got picked off the balcony. YSL, wife at ends, nose, which I showed you. I'm an F for the cash. Then she's getting robbed by Tick. Tick is another name for Trontavious Stevens. He will tell you he had a rough life. He's been in custody. In a Bentley on Wesley, getting trailed by sniper, there's no evidence of that. All I ever wanted was the money. Put your hands in the air if you dare. Any MF to step over here, F&N, that's a type of gun. Put him in the wheelchair. These are lyrics that rhyme. Those are taken out of context in that song, but they're lyrics. If we're going to criminalize lyrics, you will learn. We all should watch what we say. You will learn that Bruce Springsteen sings about going out west, driving with a gun on his passenger's lap. They're going to kill everything in sight. Nobody prosecutes that. But rap lyrics, you'll find out it's prosecuted. Next one. March 25, 2016. Jeff released a song on YouTube. It's called Slime, S-H-I. Hey, this slime, S-H-I. Hey, YSL, H-H-I. Hey, killing 12, that means police, S-H-I. Hey, flick a jail, S-H-I. Hey, cooking white brick, that would be like making crack cocaine. I'm not new at this, hey. I'm so true to this, hey. I done put a whole slime on 100 licks. Slime or get slimed. I'm the VIP and I got that pistol on my hip. You praying that you live, I'm praying that I hit. FF the police.
All right,
high
okay. So chat. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut the stream a little bit abrupt. Damn, I know I didn't even get the 5-hour mark. I ain't gonna promise, but I'm gonna come back tonight. I gotta go shoot a podcast with a new signee. This is a teaser. The new signee to the Academy. So I gotta go shoot a podcast with a new signee to the Academy. So I need like 2 hours to go shoot that. Then I'll be back. I still got a few topics I didn't touch on at all. The Dirk, Kanye shit, the Trenches new shit, Nardo Wick, Blueface, and King Von's sister, and the Meek and Trippy shit. So I do got a bunch of topics to come back and address, but I do have a schedule today, unfortunately, which means I got to go shoot a podcast with a new signee, and yeah, I'm so sorry. Okay, so somebody say I ain't coming back. I'm definitely coming back. That's a fact. I'm coming back even if it's late night. I'm coming back. Who y'all think I signed? Let me see if y'all got it. Spam who you think I signed. Who you think I signed to the Academy? Who you think I signed to the Academy? Who? Some of y'all got it, some of y'all don't. Hey, you're going to see the episode soon. Hey, I'm going to come back. I'm going to deal with all this because I missed yesterday. I'm so upset I missed yesterday, so I got to get back on track. Only way I get back on track is if I stream tonight. So I'll get back on tonight. I don't care if it's late. If you're not on late tonight with me, you'll be able to catch the second half of the stream tomorrow. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in, at least for the first half of the stream. Did some crash out, did some good topics, but we still got about 4 or 5 topics to get to. Yo, let me go I gotta go shower and go get this podcast in. And I'm excited about this because, again, the Academy, the vision is coming true. You know, obviously we got the Chat Nigga, podcast, which, the comment section, we got that going on. Obviously, I do what I do, but obviously we're trying to just get more and more content in the mix that you guys can enjoy. All right. Love you guys. I'm going to see you guys in a few hours. Yeah. Peace.